Hello guys, in today's video I'll be talking about a big update in UK immigration rule. This update is not pleasant at all. It's not a good news, but I pledge to tell the good and the bad on this channel. So the UK government is planning to tighten their immigration rule, that is to put more restriction to affect certain countries. Currently, we do not know if this update or changes is to affect people who are currently in the UK or people who are planning to move into the UK. According to the UK government, they believe that these countries have high risk of people overstaying on their visa or seeking asylum. So they focus on three major countries currently, and these countries are Pakistan, Nigeria, and Sri Lanka. We all know, yes, we all know that recently UK government have been making loads and loads of immigration changes, but we keep hoping that these changes, these updates, they keep making favor us or make life better for us in the UK. As it stands now, the UK government have been doing everything they can to cut down net migration, and this recent restriction they are planning to make is likely going to affect people in different aspects of professions in the country: care workers, international students, and people in some other visa category. Looking through this, the British government may restrict visa application from students living in countries that are considered most likely to claim asylum in a move designed to bring down annual net migration, a government official said. The move comes after Prime Minister Keir Starmer's Labour Party was punished in local election in England last week by voters who are angry over issues including illegal migration. So in last week election, Labour Party lost. So I do not know if they are trying to win back the heart of the local people who probably might have lost faith in them. A lot of the local people are very angry with the government because to them they believe that there is a high number of illegal immigrants in the country, and I do not know if they are angry with the legal migrants as well. So they believe that the government is doing absolutely nothing to rescue this situation. Someone made a comment that seemed, so Joe White, who represents a group of lawmakers in previously Labour heartland known as the Red Wall, said the government should stop pussyfooting around. That means this person feels the government is stalling or hesitant in making decisions that regards migration. The government, in trying to reduce net migration, is planning to publish a policy document which they call the white paper. And in this document, they are planning to set out their goals, their plans, and strategies on how to really reduce net migration in the country. Reading through this, the government is expected next week to publish a policy document known as a white paper, which will set out how the government plans to reduce net migration, which reached 728,000 people in the year to June of last year. Our upcoming immigration white paper will set out a comprehensive plan to restore order to our broken immigration system, the Home Office said in a statement. High level of legal migration have long dominated Britain's political conversations and were one of the major drivers for the Brexit referendum in 2016. Out of the 108,000 people who claimed asylum in Britain last year, 16,000 are student visa, government data shows. So according to the government, out of 108,000 people who sought asylum last year, 16,000 of them were on student visa. The government didn't break down the nationalities of these sets of people who have student visa and went on to seek asylum. But the government said that people from Pakistan, Nigeria, and Sri Lanka are most likely to claim asylum after arriving in the UK through work visa or student visa. So In the aftermath of the party's poor local election results last week, some Labour members of the parliament urged the government to do more to take a more decisive approach on issues such as bringing down net migration. The government wants to reduce net migration. They believe that if they control it this way, it's going to help protect local jobs and to also ensure that businesses and organizations are willing to train people. This is likely because there seems to be no hope for entry-level jobs in this country, since after graduation from the uni, companies expect you to have a 2 years work experience before they can employ you. Just tell me how you are expected to have a 2 years work experience immediately after you have graduated. I mean, how would you ever do that? How can you apply for an entry-level jobs that requires you to have a 2 years work experience? I guess they expect you to have an imaginary job in your head for 2 imaginary years that does not exist to be able to meet that criteria. But seriously, this is not helping at all. Businesses and organizations should begin to look into this issue to help graduates who are in their entry level stage be able to get jobs and not ask them for many years of a work experience when they are titled entry level jobs. The UK government last year said they want to cut down net migration, and they really did. So international students and skilled workers are no longer allowed to bring in their dependents into the country. People have cried and complained about how this rule has really affected them. Families, children, mothers, fathers are being separated by this rule, yet this rule seems to hold. And I thought that by now, migration rate reduction would have been achieved. But to see this now and see that Nigerians are listed among the countries that they are focusing on right now makes me really sad. I mean, I haven't gone to any hospital in this country or in NHS to not have a Nigerian professional attend to me. Go to NHS, go to different hospitals, private and yes, NHS. A lot of Nigerians are there contributing in the welfare of the country, contributing in the economy of the country. We have nurses, we have doctors, we have radiographers, we have scientists, we have lecturers, we have teachers. All of them are contributing in their own quarter to the economy of the country. Can't Nigerians be commended for the good that they have done? Can't the country itself see some light in the people who are doing well in the country than setting up rules that probably would seem as a punishment for every Nigerians and other countries that were mentioned? The Home Office that is in charge of immigration said that they are working hard to collect data, informations, and to analyze patterns to be able to figure out which group of people are likely to overstay in the country or abuse the immigration system. Now we know why the government has instructed care worker companies to focus on employing, first of all, people who are currently in the UK rather than going abroad or overseas to employ people. Probably, maybe on rare occasions where there are no other persons within the country that fits for a particular role that is being advertised, then the company can probably go overseas to employ people. Other than that, care companies are instructed to employ people who are already in the country. Yes, we all know that the skilled worker visa has really been abused. I only hope that people are held responsible for the actions that they've taken. I hope that the government will find this company, fish them out, and punish them for the things that they have done, rather than maybe setting up rules that seems to affect people who have also done nothing wrong in the country, because this rule currently is to affect Nigerians, Pakistanis, and Sri Lanka. Now we do not know what's going to happen. We don't even know what is going to be in this white paper that the government is trying to publish next week. These changes now seem to affect people who are currently in the UK and people who are planning to move to the UK. So if you're currently in the UK and something happens to your visa, I do not know what you were to do, because I think personally that maybe these people who are seeking asylum are people who came into the country legally, but for some reason something happened to their visa. For instance, there are people who are married to each other and they are living in this country, but because of some issues, family issues that are not resolved properly, some partners remove their partners from their visas. And these people, sets of people, do not have any other option. Some of them might be looking for asylum or seeking asylum for the country to help them because they came into the country legally, but something has happened to their visa. If you're a student and you're on a study visa, have to be careful and focus on your studies. Do not allow anything to happen to your visa. Do not skip your lectures. Do not allow your study visa to be revoked. And if you're on care worker visa, please focus on your job and do your work. Do not allow anything to happen to your visa, and do not get into trouble. Follow the rule of UK government judiciary. Also, on the other hand, if you came into the UK through study visa, I encourage you to now plan ahead for your settlement in the country or outside of the country. If you're planning to go back home or to return home after your studies, start now to plan ahead. Do not come at last minute and change your mind by deciding that you've decided that you want to stay back in the country, thereby putting yourself at a high risk of overstaying on your visa. So plan ahead. Plan ahead. So this is a reminder to all of us that the UK government is looking closely and monitoring migration, and there may be changes at any time. So plan ahead. Make plans that do not include the UK, and this goes specifically to countries that have been mentioned in these recent updates. There are many countries to relocate to. Don't let these recent updates or impending changes in the UK government immigration rule affect your goal of building yourself. Don't let it affect your career progression and growth. Think out of the box. I mean, Canada has not complained about migration. There are many countries in the Europe that have an open door policy for people from different countries, and they have at the moment not complained about net migrations in their country. Canada, for instance, has not complained about skilled workers moving or relocating into their country. There are other countries in Europe. We have Austria, we have Germany, we have Switzerland, and we have Sweden, and many other countries. Australia is also included. Seek the right information and plan your pathway early enough. So this is the update in today's video. These changes is about to affect thousands of people, Nigerians, Pakistanis, and Sri Lanka. Yes, currently we know that the government have not published this white paper, but not knowing what will be inside of this white paper really makes it scary. But what can we do? We only have to wait and hope that things get better. We all have to stay positive, wait and see what is to happen, see what exactly is inside of this white paper. Probably by then, we will begin to understand fully what the government wants to do. So finally, my final encouragement to everybody who is in the UK is to please sit up, be careful, do not deflout, obey the immigration rule, do the right things. If you're a company, if you're an organization, if you're an individual person, if you're a student, if you're a skilled worker, be an epitome of good morality to yourself and to the country you're coming from. Do the right thing, focus on your job, focus on your studies, focus on the things you are supposed to focus on. Please, I am just encouraging and urging everyone out there to focus on what they come to the country to do, to be a good and law-abiding citizen or individual in the country. Thank you so much. If you have watched this video till now, please do not forget to subscribe, like, and comment so that YouTube will be able to share my video to many other persons. Thank you so much for watching this video, and see you on my next video. Bye.